Yeah, and to be honest, I think that's at some point that's all you can do. That's all you can just put the olive branch out there, and if someone don't want to accept it or whatever their reasons are, at least you know that in your heart you tried. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You can do, but what I did want to talk about now is like, okay, you've lived this life now. You've gone to you've gone to jail. You've done the time, rehabilitated, and all of that. Oh, actually, first, do you think you would have changed if you hadn't gone to jail?
You know what? Yeah, I would like to say yes, because like I said, innit, I always was someone that wasn't just blank in my mind. I always had the thought in my mind. I needed some sort of a situation. You know, someone needs someone. So you need that slap. That mine happened to be jail, the wake up call. It could have been something else that woke me up, but it happened to be jail. So, like, I'm gonna say nah. You know what? I needed prison, innit? That's what I'm gonna say. I needed to go prison to change. I don't think I would have changed.
Yeah, and you've come out now, and you know you've got your life together and whatnot. And when you look now at how things are with the younger generation, obviously you've lived that life. So if it was me, I know part of me would be like, it's not on because I'm older, so it's not on and whatever. But part of me is also like, but I get it. Even though I don't get it, no, I get it. But do you get what I'm trying to say? So
yeah.
How do you approach conversations like that? Or if you see like youngers doing stuff, and like, how do you approach it? Because you yourself know what they're going through in regards to the street or whatever, but you also know the real repercussions. Do you get what I'm saying? So how do you approach conversations like that?
Like, I've always wanted to like be involved with trying to help these kids. I've always been looking for a route, like how do I do it? But at the end of the day, we all understand, innit? Like, even though we do get the negative side of it and why it happens and why it's happening, it's still right and there's wrong. So like that's the only thing I'm gonna keep going towards is right. Like, it's right that they just stop doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be happening. Like, the influence, like the oldest people like me, do you know what I mean? We need to find ways to get through to them, build bonds with them, have them build up their confidence so they know how to make the right choices. Like I was saying at the beginning of the interview, that basically these skills, do you get what I'm saying? These skills that they've got to get given early to kind of make sure that they don't go down these paths. Because I don't know why they don't get along. Do you know what I mean? They don't even know why they don't get along in certain areas. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
so
I get that. And a conversation that's been happening recently, because obviously there was a stabbing the other day. The boy from Reading, he was from Reading, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, from Reading.
7-year-old.
Yeah, getting stabbed. The girl set him up, you know, and whatnot. Like, and there was a big conversation going around about music being to blame. So, you know, like, this guy is a white child. The people that stabbed him were white, from Reading, so it's not even from like London or whatever. But then they blamed it on drill music. Like, when you hear stuff like music being to blame, how does that? Because you're a musician as well, so like, how does that make you feel? And what are your actual thoughts on if it is the music?
I wouldn't say it's to blame. Like, do you know what I mean? These things happen, innit? Like, these things happen in general, innit? Unfortunate things, sad events happen all the time, all over the world, in all different places, races, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, obviously, music plays a part in the glamorization of it. I feel like, do you know what I mean? Making it look like it's cool. I don't feel like it makes the person actually do it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not always a rapper that's done it, or someone that listens to rap. Do you know what I mean? There's crazy people out there that's listening to pop music, Britney Spears fans, blow you up. Do you know what I'm saying? don't mess with them. Like, so obviously, I just feel like, oh man, I just feel like it's so hard for the artist. Like that was hard for me. Made me just like my music changed at one stage where I was just spitting conscious. I was just rapping conscious music. You know what I mean? I felt guilty. Get me? But it's like if that's your life, if that's what's if that's what's paying the bills. Do you know what I mean? It's animated. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes where it's not reality. Some of them are not even telling the truth. That they're lying. They never lived that life, but they know that it's entertainment. So it's about educating maybe the kids now to let them know that it's entertainment. Like it's the same as like a movie. This is not real. These kids and the rappers have got to kind of like take it upon themselves to say it as well. Like even if they are doing it, lie to them and say, look, I'm not doing it. This is just entertainment. It's better that you do that than you say, I'm real, I'm 100% doing it. Like, because that's what I was doing. And I feel like that I know that there's definitely people that have been influenced by it. I'm not saying that they went and they actually committed a crime by it and killed someone, but it plays a percentage. Do you know what I mean? It's part of the whole package. The movies is a part of it. The drugs is a part of it. The music's a part of it. Education is a part of it. The surroundings is a part of it. It's all gives the piece to the puzzle, and then it ends with a death. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think it's right what you said there though about educating the kids, because I saw a podcast not long ago, and is it some rapper's name Lowski?
Yeah.
And he touched on the same thing. He said that it's entertainment, so he's entertaining his fans what they want to hear. So when he's rapping, he's playing a character, but then after he's finished and he's not, he's just a normal guy. So he don't live that life, but it's entertainment. It's what his fans want. It's out there, and he's playing a character. And I think what you said there is right, that these kids need to know that it's a character. He's not really playing that. And
exactly.
And I think there's a fine line between it, because obviously a lot is getting blamed, but I think educating these young kids is key. And what you said there about earlier about making choices is what I've said this before. When I got caught up in all this crap when I was younger, my thing that I couldn't do was say no. So if my friends were saying, come, let's go here, let's do this, I couldn't say no because I wasn't confident enough to say no, because I thought, they think I'm not on this.
Exactly.
That's what a lot of kids lack now, is confidence, and they just go with the crowd when they don't want to be there. And then kids carrying knives nowadays, you see half the kids carrying these knives don't ever want to use it. But I think because they're carrying it and they get in a situation and they pull it out, and I think they get in that situation where I've pulled it out now, it's too late, I've got to use it, otherwise everyone's going to think I'm soft or something. I think it's just educating and getting them, as you said, them skills and confidence in saying, no, I'm going to do this. This is what I want to do, and not follow the crowd. But it is hard for these kids.
And what I was going to say, like on top of that, is that, so you said you had a problem saying no, but I'm pretty sure like hardcore rap music was out back then that you were listening to get what I'm saying. And I think for me, I definitely feel like the music glamorizes it, but I don't think it's something that should be in headlines like, it's the music, because the same people that are doing this are watching mad films. They're playing these mad games. You get me? I see man playing Call of Duty, just shooting man up all day long. To get what I'm saying? But that will never ever get the blame. So I think for me, like the whole blaming music and whatever, I know what I really think, why they do it, but that's going to go into a whole nother podcast. That's going to be a whole nother thing. Do you get what I'm saying? But
There's definitely a scene where it's just music and gang, like it goes together. There's definitely like, and I don't want to blame it and say it's the drill scene, but I'm just saying there's definitely areas that you can't rap and not be drilling at the same time. You mad? Like, just you better shut up. We don't even want to hear it. You got to be talking that talk. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like those guys there, like, I worry for them because they are fully in it. Do you know what I mean? They're really in the war zone right now, where they can't even take our advice. Our advice for them not to do it is a danger to them. Like, wait there, like, I can't slip. Do you know what I'm saying? They're really in it every day. When they go to the sweet shop, someone might hop out on them. Do you know what I'm saying? With their mum, with their family, they might run in their house. They live. Do you know what I'm saying? Those are the kids that, like, we need to get through to them, like, immediately.
Listen,
do you know what I'm saying?
It's so mad, yeah. Like, your mental health when there's beef on the road, like, it really suffers. And there's trauma, like, so, like, even you saying that, you know, they can't go to the sweet shop, like, and imagine living your life like that every single, that's trauma. And you've got a load of people just walking around with this trauma that they don't ever deal with. Like, for you, do you still have, like, are you still dealing with some of that? Like, to this day, like some of the stuff from when you're younger and that?
You know what, yeah? I am. And it's weird because it's not real anymore. And that's what, and I know it's not real. I can look myself and say, you know, it's not real. You know, like, you can go anywhere. You know, you ain't got problems with no one, innit? Like, you know, you got all the skills to diffuse whatever. Like, you know, no one cares. You know, the age that you're at, everyone's with their families and they're living their life. But sometimes I'll find myself somewhere and I'll be like, man should not be here like this. And or who's that over there? And I'm acting weird and I'm thinking, what am I doing? Like, this was all years ago, man used to do all of this. Like, am I still getting into all of that? Like, driving with my kids, do you get what I'm saying? I don't, you know, nobody likes tinted cars pulling up beside them and stuff like that. But in all reality, like, so what? I don't care who it is. I ain't got no problems with no one. So I shouldn't even be looking at that. Do you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, I feel like it is a trauma that stays with you for a long time. If you were somebody that was actively had people maybe looking for you, as you was looking for people, you start to tell yourself that it's on forever. Do you know what I'm saying? When these kids have got to know that it ain't real. Like, it lasts however it lasts, and when it diffuses, you just got to let it diffuse. Don't let the next generation and that keep carrying on with these postcode wars because you and that friend or you and these guys had a fight back in school. And now all of a sudden, do you know what I mean? That school don't like that school forever. Do you know what I mean? It's not real. Do you know what I'm saying? Where everyone wants to adapt it. Like it's a tradition. It becomes tradition the same way Arsenal are opposition to Tottenham. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's tradition. Everyone's carrying it on. Like, but wait,
it just goes down.
Yeah,
it just goes down from what you were doing in 2003, 2004. It's probably still going on now. When, as you said there earlier, the kids don't even know what they're fighting for or what they're stabbing each other for.
They don't even know why they're not allowed to like this guy. They don't even know why you're not allowed. Like, do you even know why you're not allowed? First, like, research all of that before you just agree to not liking another area or whatever. Do you know what I mean? You see it in all these movies. What's that rap man, Blue Story? You know what I mean? The same thing. They couldn't like them because they were from them and they didn't even know them. But you're just not allowed. That's it. You know what I mean? And it's, do you know what I mean? It's crazy.